Hello everyone, welcome to Fashion for You. In this video I am going to show you how to cut bias binding and how to make a dori out of it. The doris which we use in blouse necklines and kurti necklines on the back side mainly. You can also use this dori to make designs on your back side or on your front side of the neckline. So this is very easy and quick way, and this is my way. This is my way because I have not learned it anywhere. This way I have discovered. I don't know whether I am doing right or wrong, but I'm sure you'll get very nice and thin kind of dori at the end of this video. So first I'll show you how to cut bias binding. This is a square piece of fabric. This fabric is just a leftover piece from my another piece of fabric. So you can use any piece, like you can get a new piece of fabric and then you can cut bias binding out of it, or you can use your leftovers to make dori if they are matching with your kurti. I'm just demonstrating it, so I'm using this. This is a square piece of fabric. What we have to do, we have to fold it like this diagonally, and then I'll make it like this. I'll do it like this, and then I'm using this ruler. This is quite broad. If you have a thin ruler, you can use that also, and leave around 1 inch space this side, and I'm going to mark a straight line. The dori which I'm going to make would be quite thin, but I'm leaving this extra space to make that dori hard, to make that dori stiff. I'll extend this line. Only 1 inch or 1/4 inch, not more than that. Otherwise you won't be able to make a thin dori. I've cut just one. You can make lines parallel to this, and then you can cut more, like but make sure this is double, so that's why I've left just 1 inch. But if you are going to cut here, then you have to leave at least 2 inch space, and then I can cut this. I'll make more parallel lines. Now I'll cut this. I've got so many bias bindings to use for designs. So this is the way you can cut bias binding. Bias binding is very helpful for curved seams. Like if you're going to make apple cut kurti, then you can use bias binding on the round side of your slits. And you can also use this for the back neck side. For the front neckline, you can use it, but I don't recommend using bias binding on the front necklines because that doesn't give a nice finishing to it. I recommend you to use interface only on the front neck side because that gives a pretty nice finishing to your neckline. Now I'm going to show you how to make dori using these bias bindings. This is the longest one. This is the middle one. So I'll show you to make dori out of this because making long dori is most difficult part. I'll demonstrate you how to make doris for your necklines. Now this is the bias binding. I'm going to fold it in double don't get worried about here. I'm going to cut it straight from here. I'm going to cut it straight from the ends. If you want to make a longer dori than the fabric you have, then you can stitch these bindings together. Don't cut it straight. I'll show you how you can stitch those. Like I have these two bindings, so this way, this then, and take it this way, and then stitch it like this from here, and then when you will turn it to right side, this will be like this. Fold this bias binding like this, and now I'm going to make a stitch line, quite near, like I'll leave only one point space, and I'm going to make a stitch line here. I'm going to use black color thread for you so that you can see how far you have to make the stitch line from this edge, but you have to use the same color as of fabric, because when this will turn outside, the thread is visible. You can see how I have made this stitch line. This is so near to the edge, that's why I told you only leave one point on each tape and make a stitch line. Now I'm going to turn this outside. This is big question how to turn it outside, but I'll make it simple for you. I'm going to use this thin needle. This is the needle which we are using in sewing machines. So this is thick from one side and this is pointed on another side. This is thick on one side, that's why we are using it to turn it out. Like thick side will push through the piping and then we'll turn it outside. So now I have to put a thick thread inside this so that the thread doesn't break in between. If it will break in between, then that is quite tough for me to turn it outside. So I will double the thread and then I will put this inside, and then I will again double. That makes 4 layers of the thread. Now take this side and I'm going to make a stitch over here with this thread. Like this I'm going to do. Now take the thick part of the needle and push it from here and this goes inside, and now I'm going to take this from other side. The end from where you'll start, make sure to make little more, because when you'll push this from other side, then only this will go to inside. Now I'll push it from here like this and push this thing inside and keep pushing from other side and keep this slipping from here. See, this is moving slowly you do this. I know this will be hard time for you if you're doing it first time, but once you'll get used to it, no, you'll do it in 5 minutes. See how fast this is going to the other side. Keep shifting the cloth to the other end. Don't try to push it. Don't try to push it forcefully, otherwise what will happen, a knot will come here and then you'll be stuck in between. Again, push it from here and slowly you push. And shift this slowly on the end. See, this thing came from this side, and I'll start pushing this slowly to the other end and here. If you'll do it slowly, then there is no problem. See how nicely it is moving. Now it is come to the end. See how nice. Now I can cut this thread or pull it aside. You can see how nice and thin dori is come. You can use it for designs on your neckline, or you can use this for broad necklines at the back side to tie. These doris are used in blouse necklines because that blouse used to have a broad neckline and then you use big hangings down there and that looks so good. So I hope you like my video. If you want to see more videos in future, you can subscribe to my channel, and if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment box, or you can send me a mail, or you can send me a message on my Facebook page. I am open for it all the time. Thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.